WWE Hot Takes. Welcome to the first episode of our WWE Hot Takes, the Polar Brothers. We might as well get right into it. Hot take number one. I think that Seth Rollins needs to become a heel for the WWE. The WWE needs it more than anything. Here's why. WWE has like 5 guys who we consider main eventers, household names. John Cena, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins. All 4 or 5 of those guys are faces. They're all good guys.
Yeah.
They need one of them to be a heel. And here's why. Because when Roman Reigns was heel, everybody was tuning in. Because now you have a bad guy who's been running the show, and you have these good guys who try to take him down. And now we have too many good guys who people love to watch, and not that many bad guys that people love to watch. 100%. Right? The story's there for him. He snapped on Roman, hit him in the head. CM Punk's over there having a good time. Might have a main event at WrestleMania. Something's got to give. At some point, he's got to turn heel. And I think Seth Rollins is a better heel than a face, just like Kevin Owens is a better heel than a face.
I agree. I think when you look at it, it's like just like where the landscape of wrestling is right now. It's just like there's no heels. Like you think about heels, you think about maybe Gunther,
KO.
KO is probably the best one.
Yeah,
100% the best one. But I think Gunther's the other. Like he's the champ and he's a heel. But he's always against like not the top tier of the top tier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it's kind of like a secondary
heel.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. They need a heel since Roman Reigns has turned face.
Yeah.
Like Solo was a good heel. Like,
but he was not a
comedic heel. You know what I mean?
And he also wasn't a household name. Like
100% he wasn't.
Those 5 guys that I just named are people that everybody knows. Even if you're like a casual fan of wrestling, you know who those 5 guys are. One of them has to be a heel. And it provides balance, and then on top of that, any up and coming face or it gives you a chance to make more good guys, and instead of having too many bad guys.
I like you mentioned it before your idea. It'd be perfect time to make that heel
stable.
Group.
Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think Seth Rollins would be the perfect leader to that group too, as the guy with the household name. Those other 2 guys have big names too. But he's the biggest.
Yeah, they're not.
And him being the main focus, he'd be able to lead that group too because he's been doing it for years. And I think he needs a fresh start too. He's 100%. Kind of been the same character for like 2 years now, and I think his gimmick does fit better for a heel than a face.
Yeah, and then just think about all the matches he could have just as a heel.
Yeah,
he could have a match with Cody again. He could have a match with Roman.
Yeah,
he could have a match with
even CM Punk could have a proper rival. Yeah,
he could have another match with John Cena. He could just start being mad at John Cena and just turn on his anger on John Cena.
Exactly.
And it'd just be perfect.
There's so many options. Hot take number 2. I think that Jey Uso versus Gunther has to have a stipulation, or it needs to become a triple threat match. Because obviously we've seen these 2 go at it multiple times. We've seen the match before. We also know that Jey Uso, once the bell rings, he's not the strongest in the ring. He's got like 3 or 4 moves, and it becomes pretty boring pretty fast. We saw the Uso versus Uso match at WrestleMania. Gunther can put up on a match by himself.
Yeah.
But you need a little extra in there. And I know everybody's talking about a triple threat match between CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. I think they need one more person in this match to give it an extra an edge. Something happen. Or you could make it a stipulation. Maybe a Hell in a Cell match. Maybe like a no holds bar, last man standing, something like that. And that last man standing with Jey Uso would be a good story too, because he's a great storyteller. So I think they need a special turn to this.
100%, because it just seems like it's gonna be the same thing. Yeah. Over again with Sami Zayn versus Gunther last year.
Yeah.
It's the same storyline, but just 2 different people.
Yeah. And Jey Uso has so many chances too. I think he's wrestled twice already.
3 times? No,
maybe 2 or twice, and he lost both
3
times.
3 times, I think, but 1 was for the Intercontinental. I think so.
And what makes it different now? Like you can't really. There's not much you can change.
He has the aura of winning the Royal Rumble, bro. That's
and it doesn't make sense. Yeah. I think he probably had a better chance after he lost to Cody Rhodes in Saudi Arabia.
That's
probably the best chance he probably had.
Yeah.
So I think they need to make a change here, or his match is gonna be a dud.
Hot take 3, Dodge. I think LA Knight deserves the push that Jey Uso is getting.
Damn.
Here's why I said we just talked about Jey Uso. I think LA Knight's better on the mic. Mm-hmm. It's not always I'm gonna win. I won the Rumble. I'm gonna go challenge the title. Right? We seen LA Knight on the mic.
Yeah.
Like you look just recently with Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
He just cooked him on the mic.
Yeah.
And
even Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre too. And I think he's just better on the mic, and I think he's better in the ring.
Yeah.
I don't think he's had that great of matches, but like compare his last year WrestleMania match to Jey Uso's and Jimmy Uso's. His was way better.
Right.
And I think he deserves the push that Jey Uso is getting. I think the crowd pops for both of them at the same amount of time, right? They're both over. But I think LA Knight would have been a better star to have that push with, because he's just better all overall, and he's like, I think he's just, the experience he has led him to have a better chance of being a star, and beating Gunther would have probably been much better if LA Knight did it than Jey Uso does it.
Yeah, I think once again, Jey Uso once the bell rings, his moveset just goes down to like 4 moves, and LA Knight, you know, he made his bag. He created a bag over the last like 2 years.
Yeah.
Added a few moves, and then, you know, he's become more entertaining over the years. Even that match with Logan Paul at SummerSlam, that was a great match.
That was a great match. Yeah,
I remember the last time Jey Uso had a single match as good as that. There haven't been many.
Yeah, it hasn't been many.
That's why they call him a tag team wrestler. I think he does need to add more to his in-ring ability. He just needs to add more moves and stuff like that, just so it's not like a 3-trick pony and we get bored of it. Maybe LA Knight's the guy they put into that triple threat, or maybe Drew McIntyre. Maybe. Somebody else. LA Knight might be the guy. Hot take number 4. I think that they need to get rid of the WWE Elimination Chamber PLE, just like they got rid of the Hell in a Cell PLE. Because here's the thing: the Elimination Chamber was a specialty match before, right?
Yeah.
You used to get excited to watch it. It used to be like this big deal. Now we get it guaranteed every year. Same thing with the Hell in a Cell before. It was every year you knew it was coming around. We were gonna get this match, and it might not have been a great match. You're going to get the Hell in a Cell match. It was kind of used as like a marketing tool to push to the fans, hey, we got this match coming up for you.
Yeah.
And then the match would be whatever. And now we got Hell in a Cell last year with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. It was a great match because it was used for the actual feud. And for Elimination Chamber, it's kind of lost that attraction that it used to have, where back in the day when it first happened, like the first 3, 4, 5 matches, it was exciting to watch because you're like, well, what's going to happen? But then after a while, they started booking it every year, and it kind of became like this boring-ass match that, you know, they don't really use the cage as much as they used to. Like we watched the first 2.
The first 3, they're like, everybody's bloody.
Everybody's bleeding. People are jumping off the pods off the top of the cell.
The people breaking through. Goldberg spearing people through the glasses. It's just everything. It made that like looking at the match, I can see why it's a special thing. And you're right. It needs like a good storyline to like be like, okay, we're doing an elimination for this. But I 100% agree with you. It just seems like now, like, you know what I mean? It's like an every year thing. They don't do anything special with it. Just like the Hell in a Cell, it's just the same. Like finally the one Hell in a Cell match we got this last year in 2024 was a banger. Yeah, right. You didn't force it. You didn't anything. It was just perfect between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Like, when's the last time we seen a Hell in a Cell match that like good? Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
It just become like another
like, it just seems like a steel cage match at this point. Like,
it's just kind of like one of those gimmick things. Like, yo, here we go, fans, you're excited to watch. It could just be a pay-per-view in summer, like when it was back in 2003 when they had to hide it out at SummerSlam. I think another thing that hurts it is that there's 2 Elimination Chamber matches on one pay-per-view instead of one. Where one, it was like, okay, we had this one match to look forward to. Now you have 2, one to start, one to end. It's kind of like, you know, kind of got ruined. I think, you know, having maybe a women's elimination chamber match once a year and a men's the next, something like that, alternating. They need. I feel like they got to change it because the match kind of lost its allure, luster, whatever the fuck word you want to use to describe it. I think they need to make it a once a year thing.
I just want to add one thing.
Whenever it happens.
Make steel cages great again. You know,
yeah.
They don't use steel cage matches as they used to.
True.
It's just not the same. Like
Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa.
That was the last time that you did it, and it was a solid match. It was a banger of a match.
Yeah. That's why they need to do the elimination. They need to make these special events, special matches into special events again.
Yeah. All right, hot take 5. I think this is the best CM Punk run of his career.
Damn, why?
Just him on the mic, him in the maybe his ring. Like people could say like, oh, he gets gassed out a little bit, but his like just the storytelling is much better. His mic abilities, I think, is just above and beyond of what he used to do. Like, he's cutting promos left and right, and it's just banger promos. Yeah. Look at that promo he cut after the first Netflix on Raw. Yeah, this guy's just giving us gems every week. Yeah. He cut that promo again on Hulk Hogan the week after that about being in the Royal Rumble. It's just I think this guy's at just another level in his career. At 40, it's 47, right?
Yeah, but you know what, Mr. Zach? I'm gonna disagree with you here because I don't think CM Punk has had a bad run in his career at all. Even when the WWE was shit, he was putting on a good segments. When he was a heel champ, he was putting in good segments. The pipe bomb was a great segment. I think it was just the WWE's landscape was trash before, and he's always been like an unreal talent at the that's been underused by the WWE. He went to AEW, had a great run there, and even though people were like mad about his backstage antics, he still was cooking. He had that segment with MGF when MGF came back in Chicago, and they also went from like cheering for CM Punk to cheering for MGF.
Yeah.
And then even when even his last match over against Samoa Joe, he was putting on bangers on bangers. I think this guy's always been a great talent. It's just underutilized by the WWE before, and then when he came back, now people are finally, taking it for who he is.
I also think when you look at him now compared to you're looking at him back then, you can see like there's a dark cloud over him a little bit. He's not happy with with the situation he's
not
in.
happy where he is. Yeah,
100%. And even in AEW, sometimes he didn't look like he was happy where he is.
Yeah.
But now he just looks like, yo, this is the happiest I've been in my career, and then that's why this is probably his best run, because he's just enjoying what he's doing, and he's killing it.
Fair enough.
He's making it. He's look at the banger matches he had.
Yeah.
He had 3 matches last year?
Yeah.
All four if you count the Netflix one, but I'll just say 2024. Just that Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, whole beef. It was just perfect.
I think the best feuds of his career are coming now too. Even though John Cena and him had a great feud, and then him and MJF had a good feud, I think he's gonna start cooking like this next maybe 2 years. Well, however amount of time he has left in his career, he's gonna be cooking with all these feuds against the guys like Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, even John Cena won last time. Maybe even Randy Orton. Who knows? We might get some quality out of him.
Bangers, yeah.
Hot take number 6. This is the last one. This one's not as hot as the last one. I'm turning the heat down a little bit. It's just kind of a take I got. I don't think this would be the last year of John Cena in the WWE. I think this would be the last year of John Cena as hustle, loyalty, respect. This John Cena that we had as when we were kids. Super Cena, this character. I think this would be the last year of the character of John Cena. Because what he said when he was about to retire, he's like, "This is the last time you'll see me wear this uniform." And in my mind, I'm like, "Oh, he's coming back as a heel next year." Or something. Something's gonna change next year. Where he comes back, maybe in a suit. Something happens. Who knows? But I don't know. Maybe there's a chance.
Corporate Cena,
like Corporate Kane, or like Undertaker when Undertaker comes back now. But who knows? Maybe we might get another run from Cena after this. I'm not gonna guarantee it. I'm not 100% confident in it. That's why I'm just saying this is the last one. But I think John Cena might have one more run. I think a heel Cena run has to happen at some point. We need to get it.
But don't you just to play? I want the heel run too.
Yeah.
But just to play devil's advocate. But don't you think this would be like the perfect thing, that he's the guy that had this long career,
right?
And he didn't turn heel. He was always the babyface.
Yeah, but fuck that. We want heel Cena. All right.
I'm just saying that it just like if he was to end it here, he would go down as the guy that's never turned heel, right?
Yeah.
He would always be the guy that's always babyface, and it's always been. Super Cena, always to the rescue.
Yeah.
Here comes Cena, never give up, hustle, loyalty, respect. He lives by those 3 words.
Yeah, I just think in wrestling it's so hard for people to ever just go out like that. And if he does, props to him, right? So even when Shawn Michaels retired, I thought it was over, and he came back like a decade later just to have one wrestling match that sucked ass. I can still see him coming back and be like, I want to have one more. It's hard to say no. It's hard to say no to the game.
100%.
Hard to walk away.
We've seen a lot of wrestlers that shouldn't come back. Yeah. They always do.
What if he comes back as Peacemaker in the rest in WWE, man? You never know.
I don't know. That just seems like a dumbass idea because he shoots people with guns.
Exactly.
I can see the heel. I would like the heel.
Peacemaker versus Homelander, dude. Let's do WrestleMania 42.
Homelander's gonna kill that.
Those are our hot takes. Let us know in the comment section below what you thought, which ones you agreed with, and let me know if you think John Cena actually does retire this year.